and I won't tell him your name.
You gotta hang up. I like your green screen. That's what we need. It's a little cool little green screen, actually.
Thank you. What's up, Derek?
What's going on, brother?
There he is.
I'm here, man. I'm here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're here and we are celebrating Hope in This World, the single. The song it definitely is, I love it. And the sentiment behind it is extra special, and especially what we just came out of or coming out of. We don't even know, right? It's such a
whatever this is.
Yeah. Wherever we're at.
So let's talk about it. Let's talk about this and the sentiment behind it and what you guys were thinking when you guys created.
Well, I mean, it really came from the pandemic itself, really, man. You know, the uncertainty of what's going on. I mean, everyone was dealing with their own personal depression, you know, trying to figure out what's up. And, you know, we saw it as a chance to try to bring people together instead of separating everybody all the time, you know, and that's what we all figured everybody needed was hope. You know, it's a thing that we all need to cling to, you know, so if a little bit of hope can go a long ways if everybody gets behind it.
That's it definitely is. And is that what you guys were going for, is a hope from out of the pandemic, or is it?
Well, I think the main thing, like what Derek was saying, is that, you know, during the pandemic, we saw a lot of division, and we saw a lot of people, you know, kind of pushing this narrative of divisiveness, and as you know, as musicians, you know, I mean, we understand the power of music and its ability to heal and bring people together, and we thought that, you know, how do we come out, you know, and write about what we've been through, and make a positive influence and try to do something to counteract all of the negative. I think we're just tired of it ourselves. And the song is really a call to action, if you will. We're literally saying, help us find some hope in this world. Let's do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's really just about, like, even with the social media, you know what I mean? Like, our news feeds are full of negative stuff because we keep hitting the like button on the negative stuff. We keep seeing it and swiping on it. And if we would just stop liking the negative content, you know what I mean? And this stuff's algorithm driven, you know, we can put some actual effective positive energy into the universe.
Especially that whole 2020 year, now that it's out of our like immediate heads and sort of in the retrospect you know, portion of our brain, it from my point of view, it seemed like both sides were really contributing to it, as if they wanted to intentionally drive us to that point.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like the narrative, there was some type of almost outside force, if you will, kind of controlling the narratives from both sides. And you know, even before the pandemic and before any of, you know, as a band, we've always kind of taken this kind of, you know, non-political, non-polarizing stance. But what we've always stood strong for is the people, and, you know, the freedoms that we all, you know, are privileged to have in America, and more importantly, just as human beings. So the song was really, you know, meant to, you know, inspire that inside of you. Like, you haven't seen our music video yet because it doesn't come out until the 23rd, but, you know, we have this quote at the beginning of our music video that, you know, basically is, you know, talking about how hope can be, you know, a spark that ignites an entire, you know, flame, you know, and that's what this really is. This is that spark, that ember, if you will, that is, you know, and meant to spark a flame of hope in all of us.
And I also think that, like, the narrative that got spun in this, either side. One is, if you do this, you're un-American, and if you do this, you are racist.
You're a murderer,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
racist.
you're racist.
Yeah.
And like, no, and that's why, I would think that people were like, no, I love America, and no, I'm not racist. Like, whatever it was, I'm not a murderer. There was so many people who had wanted to put their 2 cents in, and especially when we're at home with nothing to do but flip through that phone instead of being creative or being artists. It just creates a circle of fucking negativity.
And they know this.
Yeah.
That's why it happens, man. They know this.
Yes,
Turn the TV,
yes.
turn off your TV, turn on some good music, man. Let that guide your way.
With my family, what we did in time of, when we were doing the quarantine thing, especially in California, because it lasts for fucking forever. We went outside, we went to Home Depot, got some things, and as a family just made a garden.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man.
Listened to music, made a garden every single day, worked in it. And the kids were happy, my wife was happy, and
You made the best. You made something beautiful out of something that that wasn't. So that's great.
awesome. And I love the fact that you guys are talking about it, because a lot of people are not. They just want to pretend it didn't happen.
Yeah, it
I mean,
happens. It happens in a
happened.
bad way, man.
Yeah. It happened, and it not only, affected, people lost their lives, but, a whole entire industry's lost their livelihoods, and the entertainment industry was largely affected, and still is affected, and will be affected by this for years to come. I mean, we were just getting on our feet from, the new business model, if you will. Excuse me. And then it's like, it's almost like we're having to start over as a band with this new single coming out, because we lost so much momentum. And we came off that 2019 year, and we were ready to hit 2020. I mean, everybody was sitting around New Year's Eve going, 2020 is going to be the best year ever. We're throwing massive parties, and then February rolls around, and it was just like,
Screeching halt.
Yeah. So it affected us not only mentally, physically, financially, so many different ways. And I think that, I for one have had enough, and I'm ready to take my life back. And I think everybody is kind of echoing that same sentiment, is that it's time for us to get this, to move on from this.
Yes. And it also, like, I got this pit in my stomach, like 2024 is just 2 years away, and they're going to try, I'm not saying the pandemic, but they're going to try this whole bullshit all over again. And it seems like they need people to fucking vote to make their jobs seem secure, so they can secure their jobs.
Well, now we're getting into revolution
vote out
talk.
the bad ones. Yeah, you got to vote out the bad ones, man. People have got to vote. It's important.
But then
they will strip you.
I thought, like, and now we're going to nuance things, but like, there's certain people I thought were really good people, right? People that I thought I can trust. And then you look at what they've been investing in, their insider trading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I guarantee there's a lot of that going on, man. Politicians.
That's all it's game. How does somebody who's a civil servant for our government have a net worth in the hundreds of millions of dollars when they're not making that much money every year? Where does that come
Nancy
from?
Pelosi.
Yeah, exactly. I know her. And how is that happening? How is that happening in America, where we're in those jobs, in that job, you should be a servant. Like how people are servants in their community, how people are servants for their religion, that this needs to be a servant job. And if it's not a servant job, it needs to become one, or term limits. Put some term limits on these bitches.
Definitely
they do
term
just
limits,
enough. Yeah, they do just enough to get reelected. That's all they do. That's all it is. It's a game.
And certain people don't even do enough to get reelected, but get reelected because people are they're so in this country, we're like, oh yeah, red. Yeah, blue. Like, these guys are fucking both assholes.
Yeah,
it's,
a lot of them are brainwashed, man. A lot of people get brainwashed, unfortunately. You know, it's sad.
we need to
man.
shake the
It really
system up
is.
for sure.
Yeah,
Well, let's just hope for the best, and you guys said it the best, right? Hope in this world, and that's where we need to go. We just need to have some hope. And we're not victims. No one's a victim. Let's go and take take it back. The way
stand up.
we
You
think
know, it's time.
yes. Now is the
Yeah,
time.
it's like in the bridge of that song, Derek sings, we will find our way out, and that is
will.
kind of the mantra. You know what I mean? We will find our way out, and as long as we have a platform to motivate and inspire, we're going to keep doing what we do as a band to do that. That's all we know how to do.
Not
amazing.
stopping.
All right. One of the questions I have for you guys is, on your logo, I see something, but I don't know I don't know the nomenclature for it. Is that a spiritual flower, a spiritual grid over the
Sacred
wall?
geometry. Yeah, the flower of life. It's
Okay, there it is.
some sacred geometry. Remember my
There
camera?
it
Some
is.
sacred geometry there. I don't know. That stuff's always I've always been kind of drawn to. Rob Deirdrick turned me on to sacred geometry way back in the day on Robin Big. He had an episode about it, and I have feng shui tattooed on my knuckles. You know what I mean? I don't know if you're familiar with feng shui, but I'm all about keeping a nice balance in my life and a nice flow of energy. And when we were coming up with how we were going to present hope in this world, I looked at things that kind of represented that. Yellow is the color of hope, so that's why everything turns yellow on all of our social media, to get your attention, but also because it's the color of hope. And the flower of life was something that we're all we're a multi-cultural band. We're all from different walks of life, and we all have different backgrounds, but I think we all agree on that there's definitely something spiritual at play here that's bigger than all of us. And as musicians, it's kind of our job to kind of translate what we feel and what we have inside of us through our instruments and out to the people through the songs, and the form of goosebumps and all that, the feels, if you will. So all that kind of plays into what we do and how we present our music to the people.
I fucking love it. I saw that too. I was like, that's familiar, because I there's a time in my life where I was very I was looking for answers, and I came across
Searching.
I just didn't know. Yeah. And I think we all are, right? Like after you get certain age, you figure out like, what am I? Who am I?
Yeah.
Why am I here?
I have a natural. It's just the rebel in me, if you will. But I have a natural, tendency to be, super analytical and a not very, like some of the organized religion just wasn't for me. In the same way that some organized government, it just isn't for me. You know what I mean? I kind of live my life by, my own kind of rules, but so as a I have feelings. I have, I feel people, I carry my dad with me, right? My dad passed away, so I always make sure he's with me. I feel the presence of just the energy in the universe, whatever some people may call that the Holy Spirit, the people who may be Christians or into Jesus or whatever, but there's definitely something at play that's bigger than all of us, for sure.
When I was 18, I had my bags packed to go to the seminary.
Oh, wow.
I was going to be a fucking priest, dude. And it wasn't like, it was hardcore. Like I was like, when I say hardcore, like, have you ever met a teenager that would abstain from masturbation? Like this guy did. Like I was really like,
you were ready. You're doing it.
I was committed.
Yeah. I studied with the Jehovah's Witnesses for a while.
I made up for it though.
That was about as serious as I got. Did
my
some door
dad,
knocking.
Yeah, my dad was he was into Jehovah's Witness for a little bit as well.
Yeah. That was about the longest I abstained from anything in my life, as while I was doing that. I never got baptized as a Jehovah's Witness, but I got really close, and I just not being able to accept blood transfusion. That's like the last big step, that you have to commit to be baptized as a Jehovah's Witness, right? As you get that card that you carry around that says, if I need a blood transfusion, don't give it to me because I'm a Jehovah's Witness. And I have a strong will to live, and I want to live. So I just couldn't agree with that. So I left.
My best friend.
Give me the blood.
He was a Jehovah's Witness, and his mom and dad are still like his dad is what do you call that? Elder. Yeah, he's elder.
Yeah.
And
At
they were
the
like,
kingdom. Yeah.
So my best friend and his mom were arguing about it because of what's in the vaccine, right?
Oh yeah.
And so she's telling him to get vaccinated. And he's telling her, well, why are you telling me that when you're going against your religion? So even the vaccine, it plays
like the Catholic Church had to come out and say, hey, this is okay. They paid the Catholic Church enough money to come out and say, hey, this vaccine is okay because of the fetal stem cells or something that it's derived from, right, Derek? Isn't that what it was?
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I remember that too.
It's in Texas, you either get a vaccine or you get a vaccine card. It's real simple.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. We don't want to discriminate or incriminate ourselves on here, buddy. All right. It goes that way over here too. I'm in California.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I can imagine, man. I can imagine. You guys are up against it.
Bro,
Yeah.
We got the mask removed yesterday, and already I got attacked yesterday for not wearing my mask.
Yeah.
Like, can you just
they enjoy it, I guess, man. I don't understand. I guess they like it.
Well, there will be
understood
some
the
people.
science of it.
There will be some people, I think, Derek, that they'll wear these masks for the rest of their lives because it fucked them in the head, and
they feel safe.
Yeah,
that's fear.
And I don't mind like wearing a mask if there's a mandate, whatever. I'll just do it.
If there was science behind it.
Even that.
I mean, if you're not wearing an airtight mask, I don't understand really the science of that.
That's what I was telling my wife too, and she was like, blah 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 this, and I don't even want to get into it with her.
Yeah, I mean,
that
got into right. Like, mask shaming people, and that got into like, oh, I care more than you care. That's really what a lot of that was, at least here in Texas, for that matter. But if you want to wear a mask, I'm not going to shame you. I'm not going to be like, shame you for wearing one. In the same way that I'm not going to say you want to. I don't like you. You don't guys with white t-shirts. I don't care. Wear a white t-shirt. You know what I mean? I don't. Yeah. I want to do me. You do you. I think that's the main thing. I put the
mask on, and I took I smoke pot, so I put a big old like rip inside. I put the mask back on, and it goes everywhere.
Everywhere.
And I told my wife, so tell me how this is going to stop it. I go, most of it goes up through your nose. When you're breathing through, it's going up through your nose and out through the sides of your face.
Probably the most irritating thing of all for me, we're seeing the food servers and handlers wearing their masks, but they're constantly adjusting it, doing this, and they're touching it. And basically, if a mask works what you say it is, then this is like a filter, right? And over time, the germs are going to get caught on this outside of this filter, and you're constantly touching your mask to take orders and pull it down, and then serving food. And so it seemed to me like this was more dangerous to be, because if you didn't have a mask on, they wouldn't be touching their faces all day long. You know what I mean?
They were talking about particulates or something, I guess, but I don't know.
Droplets. Yeah. Whatever. They said it's to get them from this way, not that way. But again, I'm a bass player, so I shouldn't even be having this conversation. You know what I mean?
All right. Let's change gears a little bit.
We were all scientists.
You're not a scientist?
Yeah. I thought we were all scientists right now.
That was last week on Facebook, dude, not this week.
So if you're just joining in, skip to 10 minutes for
this thing's definitely getting flagged with a warning.
All right. I'm just gonna ask you a few questions, and let me know what you guys think. It's faster questions, and it's just to get to know you guys better. If you had to pick a dream concert, 4 people, alive or dead, to play at this concert. You're booking. Who you pick?
For me, it'd be the Doors, just the Doors themselves. 4 people, them up on stage.
That's it? No, it can be 4 different acts. But if you just want the
Oh,
Doors,
4 different acts.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, definitely.
He wants a 4-door.
He wants the doors, the
4
windows,
doors.
and
I'd want the Doors. I'd want to see some of the greats, man. I want to see the original lineup with Zeppelin. You know, I mean, for sure, the Doors. Who would you guys throw in there?
Well, dream lineup.
Scranton.
Okay. I'm trying to think of people like Prince. I would love, I'm thinking people I can't see anymore. You know what I mean? So I'd
Yeah,
like
for
maybe
sure.
put Prince in there.
Yeah.
I regret, I wish I would have seen Michael Jackson, in his heyday, the Thriller days. You know what I mean? So we could get Thriller, Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, Michael Jackson. That'd be good. That's a good lineup, though. The Doors with Michael Jackson.
featuring John Lennon.
Yeah.
Featuring John Lennon. All right.
Yeah, the Beatles, man. The Beatles. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
The Beatles.
the Beatles.
And the Eagles, too. I probably throw the, because I'm a big Eagles fan, too. So we're going to throw the Eagles in there.
Love the Eagles.
Yeah.
All right. What is your mom or dad's signature dish? And I'm excited for this one. Texas boys, let's go.
Okay. I got one for you.
My mom's is chicken fried steak. She makes a
wow.
mean chicken fried steak.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I get chicken and dumplings every year on my birthday, and homemade chicken and
Nice.
dumplings. Yeah.
I would say my mom made a pot roast with Yorkshire pudding.
Oh,
That was really
nice.
good.
with the potatoes and carrots and all that in there.
Oh yeah, all
Yeah.
of the fixings, all that.
My mom made a good pot roast growing up too. Now that I think about it, but she's known for her chicken and dumplings.
Yeah.
All right. What are you guys streaming right now?
Ooh,
Hope in this world.
movie wise.
Yeah, movie Rise.
Well, let's see. I'm watching The Righteous Gemstones, but I'm also watching Pam and Tommy as those are coming out.
Is the Righteous Gemstones?
Yeah, I've
good?
watched some of that.
The Righteous
Yeah, it's
Gemstones
funny,
is
man.
great.
Okay, because I watched like
Hilarious.
the first 3 episodes and I was just like, for one, Jody Hill is the man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's nothing he's made that I didn't like, right? But this one, I 3 episodes in, it's just not hitting me the way like Vice
It
Principal
lost me
did.
too.
It did.
I didn't stay,
Yeah.
stay on it. I like Murderville. Murderville is really funny. I've been
I
watching
need to
that.
start that one, man. I need to watch Murderville. I heard that's pretty
It's
good.
so funny.
Yeah, I already blazed through all the Ozarks already. So I've already those are I'm ready for another season of Ozarks
Yeah.
already. I'm not doing any of the Yellowstone 1883 yet. That's not me, but Derek was saying that those are really good.
Yeah, those are good. Those are really good. If you're into old Western style movies, that's it's good stuff. It's like a modern day Dallas.
Like
All
a
right.
Fort Worth.
This one's
Yeah.
a little,
Fort Worth. Modern
this
day
one's a
Fort
little
Worth.
more heavy. So if you walk into a room with everyone you've ever met, alive or dead, who's the first person you're looking for?
My dad.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, my dad and my brother.
My
So
dad,
can I
for
have
sure.
2?
I'd probably go with my
Yeah.
grandma.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love it. All right, and then, what is your guys' life motto?
Your life.
You know
motto.
what? I tell you, one of my favorite quotes that I try to live by is Maya Angelou. No one will remember what you said, no one will remember what you did, but they'll always remember how you made them feel. I kind of live by that.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, that's a good one. What do you got, John?
Might be just breathe.
Breathe.
Like nothing's that serious. Just breathe.
I thought it was
Figure
how
it
dare
out.
you?
Yeah.
First
How
off,
dare-
how dare you?
How dare you?
It's not really a question.
Mine would be probably something along the line of like what Derek said. I just try to remind myself to just be humble every day. Try to just be grateful and thankful that we get to do this for. This is what we get to do. You know what I mean? We get to do this. So
And that people are
I'm just waiting
interested
for it to
in
be
this.
over.
Yeah.
Are you
Any
guys
day
allowed
now,
to
they're gonna
smoke?
wake me up.
Are you guys allowed to have weed in Texas?
Oh,
This is CBD.
This is CBD.
Okay. And how do you guys get around it? You guys, just old school?
It's
Like,
pretty thin. You just pick it up. It's not very.
I mean, there's, I mean, you know, it's just, you know,
You
weeds
just know
everywhere,
somebody.
man. You know what I mean?
You
Weeds
just know
everywhere,
somebody.
man. You know what I mean?
He just,
It's everywhere. Yeah, I mean, you know, listen. One
They're
of these
actually
days
in
it's going to be
California right
legal in
now.
Texas, and then the
Yeah.
rest of the country is going to be trying to figure out how they keep up with Texas, because we're going to dominate that industry one of these days.
Well, man, I
It'll
mean,
be the Wild Wild West again, man.
I literally just go to the store and get it. Like that's what it's like now in California.
Yeah, it's almost like that here. There are places, you know, like bodega style, where it's like going to a dispenser, but Oklahoma is also just an hour and a half away from here too, and you can just walk in there and, you know, do whatever you want. It's so stupid. We were traveling the last couple of weeks. It's stupid, right? But we were in Chicago and Illinois and all these states where it's like you can just walk in and get it, no big deal, you know. So it does suck coming back to Texas and not having that freedom. But I mean, we can't. Here's the problem about Texas is that we can't legalize weed and give up our freedoms just for it. You know what I mean? Like, I love weed. I want it to be legal just as everybody else, but I'm not willing to give up some guns and freedoms just to get high. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
For Texas, man, we got to keep our guns.
Yeah, they're counting on that though. In
Always have
Texas,
to.
they're counting on a candidate going, "Hey, we're going to legalize weed in Texas if you vote for me, but you're going to be voting for, you know,
Gun control.
you're going to be voting for a different political party than we currently have."
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I just want to say it's been a fucking pleasure and a breath of fresh air. Like it's hard. Like when we're talking about this kind of stuff, like you have to sort of feel somebody out. Are they on my side? Or, you know, they see the way I see. Are they?
Oh
free
yeah, dude, for
thinkers?
sure.
And
But you know, again, like I said, you know, it's not our goal to be a political band and try to polarize one side or the other. You know what I mean? But we're logical people, and we have eyes, and we can think for ourselves. And you know, this is what works for us, and what we've seen work. You know, we've toured Florida, and it's wide open. Everywhere we've been. You know, the only place that was really locked down recently, was Chicago. You know, that was like the only place. But everywhere else, and all the radio stations that we visited in America, we're all ready to get our lives back. Like, you know what I mean? We're ready.
Yeah, it's time.
And I also want to say, like, everybody here, I'm sure of it. Like we love everybody. We want everyone to be happy. And just because we have different opinions doesn't make us any less human.
Exactly.
No, that's it. We're all in this together, man. At the end of the day.
Thank
we
you
all just
guys.
get along?
You guys have been amazing. And I'm so gracious for the opportunity to be able to speak with you guys. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for
Man.
having
I
me.
appreciate you, brother.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Be safe. I believe in you guys. Go fucking get them, dude. Go get
Oh, dude,
your
we got
your
it.
dream.
Got him. Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
All
Peace
right,
out.
we'll talk.